Y'all, my face is beat right now. I spent like an hour doing my makeup. I think I'm just avoiding making this video because that means this will be the last one until 2017. But hey, what's up guys? It's Sher and I am Shadowhunters Trash, and this episode was the season finale, of course, and it was really chill. Like, I was literally, like, I was just laying on the couch, just chilling, watching this episode. There were no, like, jaw-dropping moments or anything. Maybe it's because I expected Jace to be evil, and I had been saying it since episode 5, so nothing really surprised me. I was like, yeah, this dude is evil. Okay, and next? Like, if Alec had turned evil, then my jaw would have dropped to the floor or something, but that didn't happen, obviously. So this episode starts right at the aftermath of the wedding. We see Alec and Magnus have a talk about, you know, how everything happened so quickly and that they should check on Lydia, and how his parents were upset that, you know, he left his wife for a downworlder. And one thing that made me really happy was that they, like, literally barely even care that Magnus is a boy. And I love that non-homophobic parents. I was really scared I was gonna have to go through, like, watching that, like, anger and that confusion from parents, because that's never fun, and parents always like kind of forget that it's not about them, it's about your kid. But mostly they're upset just because he's a downworlder. I'm like, okay, we can work on that, this is progress, okay, great. So the boys go and check on Lydia, and they see her, and she's like barely conscious. She's on the ground where she got knocked out by Hodge. And when Alec talks to her, all she can say is his name, like he did it. And I was like, holy fucking shit, it's getting real. This is happening. So the squad ends up going to the cameras, and they're trying to figure out, you know, who hurt Lydia, because they have cameras everywhere. So they go through the camera footage, they see that it was Hodge, and Isabel and Alec and Jace are all very upset because it's Hodge, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe he did this to us, this is awful, da 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 da, and all that stuff. And so they're going through this emotional, like, turmoil, because that was one of their friends, that was family, and they couldn't believe that they betrayed them to Valentine. They realize that he is also talking to someone with this fancy schmancy ring. I low-key want that ring though. Imagine being able to, like, just put on a ring and then suddenly you can talk to whoever you need to talk to. Like, that's low-key really cool. It's cool as fuck. Okay, so once they realize that Hodge is the bad guy, he runs off. We get to see him run off to Valentine, and they're on this giant ship, and I guess this is what, I can't tell if that's what Matthew Daddario is always talking about when he's live tweeting, because he's always talking about a ship and a boat and cows, and he's such a frickin' dork. And it's just, and so Valentine is on this ship, right? And Hodge brings him the cup, and he's like, thank you for taking away my circle rune, or whatever, and my punishment rune, and now I can be out in the free world. Here's the mortal cup. I can't wait to work with you, da 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 da. And then Valentine's like, I'm not gonna work with you. You're a traitor. And then he's like, you can go on and live your life. I'm not gonna deal with you. And then he's like, the clave isn't going to stop hunting me. I've become a bad guy for you, because I thought I was going to be able to work with you and to do all of this evil nemesis stuff with you. And he's like, nah, you a traitor. I can't believe you did this for me. Like, thanks, but I mean, what you did is what you did, and I don't need you no more. Bye. So he is very hurt and upset. Jace is going through this emotional turmoil, so he finds Hodge, beats the shit out of him, and then cuts off his hand. Like, in the promo, like, that's when my jaw dropped, because, like, we saw him, like, slice and dice the air, but we didn't know what he was slicing and dicing. He sliced his hand off, and then he stole the fancy ring so he could talk to his dad. This whole father thing, and him and Clary being brother and sister, it's still weird, but I'm low-key more tolerant of it. Like, I low-key, I'm not gonna say that I like it, but I feel like their relationship is taking on a different dynamic, and she's more about, like, protecting Jace than being with Jace, and I like that. And she can tell that Jace is kind of going through it, and he's like, I was raised to be evil, da 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 da. But what upsets me is, like, I wanted him to become evil, but I wanted him to become evil with no regrets. I wanted him to just be like, you know what? I was meant to be evil. I'm gonna be evil. I wanted him to be like that. But instead, he thinks that he was born and, like, meant to be evil but he doesn't want to be evil. You can see it all over his face that he does not want to be evil, but he's doing what he believes he was meant to do. If he just decided to be evil one day and had no regrets about it, I would have been like, okay, cool, this is hot. But now we can see like all the regret on his face and that he doesn't want to be evil. It just makes it more difficult to swallow. And I low-key feel bad because I wanted him to be evil and I knew he was going to be evil. But Jace in himself doesn't want to be evil. But I low-key feel like Jace has no idea who he is as a person without someone telling him who he is. Because when you think about it, he was raised by his father to be this great shadow hunter, then his father died, then he was raised by Maurice and Daddy Lightwood, and suddenly he is this righteous, believe in the rules, avenge my father type of guy, because that's what he had always been taught. Then his father comes back and he tells him, you know, I'm Valentine, I'm evil, you're evil too. Suddenly he believes that he's meant to be evil. I feel like Jace doesn't know who he is as a person, and he needs to get to know himself and like learn to like love himself, and then maybe he can decide for himself, do I actually want to be evil? Do I want to be a good guy? Do I want to be a traitor to the clave? What's going on with me? Like, he needs to figure out who he is, and I think that'll be a really nice plot point for season 2, like for him to decide, okay, am I gonna be evil like Daddy, or am I gonna be my own person? Okay, so in the last episode we also see that Camille is the owner of the Book of the White, and so they go to find her, right? And Raphael has her in a coffin, you know, chilling at the basement of the Hotel d'Amour. So the whole squad goes down to the d'Amour, and they're asking for his help, and that is Simon, Clary, and Isabel. So they go and they ask him for help, and he's like, no, she's staying where she is. She's too dangerous. If she gets out, we're going to be in huge trouble. I am not letting her out. I can bring you her stuff, but she's not getting out of her coffin. And they're like, okay, that's fine. I guess we'll just go through her stuff. So Isabel goes through her stuff while Simon and Clary go down and get Camille. And that was stupid, because they should have had Simon distract Raphael instead of Isabel, because Simon talks a lot. He yammer. He's always yammering. And Raphael finds him annoying but pleasant, and it would have worked better that way. But he realizes that Isabel is trying to distract him, so she tries to get him with his whip, but he's too fast, and I'm like, yas, Raphael, yas. And he's running around trying to find out how close they are to getting Camille out of her coffin. And when he finally gets to them, she's already out, and she's asked Simon to sign over his rights or something to his own body, and she's basically saying, you need to sign this in your own blood, saying that you asked me to turn you into a vampire, so I will no longer be a fugitive. Like, that was really smart on her part. I didn't want him to sign it, but like, honestly, what are they gonna do to Camille? Honestly, all they can really do is kill her. Like, and she wants to live, so good for her. She thinking things through. So it turns out she has a like an apartment on the Upper East Side, and that's where she kept the Book of the White, and Dot gave it to her. So she takes Clary, Simon, and Isabel to her hotel or whatever after Simon has been exiled from the Hotel d'Amour. He's a traitor. And him and Raphael are no longer friends, which is sad because I started shipping, like, what is their ship name? Sapphire? I don't know, but I like them together, and I think they'd be cute. So I was really upset about that. He has been exiled. He can no longer be with them no more. So they're in the Upper East Side hotel apartment thing that Camille owns or whatever. And she's like, I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. You guys just gotta find it. And I was like, petty, because Simon had signed over his rights to his body, and then she's like, oh, you know what, I don't know where it is. It's in the house somewhere, but it's a really big house, and it's going to take you guys a minute to find it, but good luck. And then she just dips. She's like, see y'all, bye. I was like, petty. She is so petty, and I strive to be that petty. Especially when she ruined Magnus and Alex's relationship for a minute. She fucked it up. And I swear to God, if she is the reason Malik doesn't happen like I want it to, I swear to God, I'm gonna jump through my damn TV and I'm gonna beat her ass myself. So basically, what she does is she goes to see Magnus because first he saved Lydia from like dying or whatever, so she's okay and she's going to be fine. Hopefully that means she'll also be in season 2 because I like Lydia and I want her to find love and happiness, just not with Alec, I guess. I want her to be happy. I want her to be happy so bad. And so Magnus saved Lydia, so she's okay, she's breathing and everything. And Camille goes to see Magnus because he's the person who can actually make the thing that Simon has to sign in his own blood. And she's like, you'll never love someone as much as you love me. Or, my love and our love is so amazing, you're probably never gonna get over it. And she's just being a petty ass bitch, and I'm low-key feeling it. And then she says, or have you found someone else? And she's like sniffing him or sniffing the air, and then she's like, I smell angel blood. And she kisses Magnus as soon as Alec and Isabel walk in the frickin' house. And I was mad as fuck. And I was like, this petty ass bitch. The level of pettiness just really gets to me. And that's low-key something I strive to have. Okay, let me just be honest with y'all. I'm not even really mad at Camille. I'm not mad at Camille. It was petty. Petty. So Alec, being the amazing, smart boy that he is, he was just looking at her like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck off my man. Isabel was mad though, and they had a little cute banter thing going on, and I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. And I was like, yes, okay, you know? Is there like something, like not a bro TP, but like a non-OTP, but you want them to have more screen time together? Because I would love to see more of Isabel and Camille, like, together in scenes. I think that would be really interesting. Especially since she just kissed Magnus. You know she's on Isabel's list. You know, Isabel would knock the fuck out of her, I swear to God. The beautiful thing about Alec is that he doesn't get mad about the kiss, but he gets mad because Camille says, you know, he's only gonna last about 20 years in your life, and then he's gonna go bald, and you're not gonna think he's, like, handsome anymore. Because Magnus can live forever, and Alec cannot. He will live and die a normal, mundane-ish life. And it starts him thinking, like, should we even get invested in what we have going on if I'm just gonna die in a couple years to Magnus? Magnus is gonna live forever, and he's gonna live a normal, like, mundane-ish life. So he starts to think, like, maybe we shouldn't even start something if I'm gonna just die off and you're gonna live and stay young forever. Maybe we shouldn't even do this in the first place. And it made me really sad, but at the same time, it was really smart to think about it so early. You don't want to actually get invested in a relationship and then suddenly realize something could possibly go wrong. But I really want Malik to happen, and I really hope this is just a small bump in the road to, like, long-term Malik. And I just want my babies to be happy. I can't deal with any more angst. This episode was filled with angst, and I was just not here for it. I was like, shut up. Shut up. Jace is an idiot. I know I've said this multiple times, but Jace really is an idiot. He runs off with Valentine, and they're communicating through the ring, and he's talking about, I want to see you, and I'm gonna, like, take your offer on, because Valentine offered him, like, you know, come with me, be my son, and we can, like, rule the new Shadowhunter world together, because he has created his Shadowhunter army with a whole bunch of mundanes who survived drinking blood from the cup. And I thought it was really interesting because he puts the cup in, like, blood, and the blood turns white, and I was like, holy fucking shit. I thought that was really cool. It was really cool, and I was like, yeah, it's Valentine. The thing about Valentine is that he's very, like, charismatic, and it makes me want to know Valentine. It makes me want to get to know Valentine. I'm like, so why are you really this evil? What are your plans? Like, tell me about it. I'm really interested in knowing. Just because of, like, the actor, he's so interesting. And I'm like, tell me more, Valentine. Tell me more. Jace and Valentine have a conversation, and he basically says, you are too good for me to, like, destroy, but your friends are not. So he ends up showing up at the Upper East Side apartment. Everybody's there except Isaiah, who plays Luke. I know I don't talk about Luke a lot, but I really love Luke. I love Isaiah, and so, like, I don't know why I don't talk about him enough, but I love him. He's so interesting. He's so fun. Valentine shows up there with his new Shadowhunter crew, and they basically grab everybody, and they have, like, the glow-in-the-dark swords up to their necks, and he's like, if you don't come with me, Jace, I'll kill everybody. And I don't think he even said that, but basically they were about to fight Valentine, and he's like, you can't fight me. So he has all the new Shadowhunters holding the swords up to their necks, and he's basically like, come any closer, I'll kill him. Okay, and I also feel the need to add that Jace also feels like once he goes with Valentine, he'll be protecting his friends, because he says, if I go with you, you promise not to hurt them. And I don't know why I forgot to say that. Jace really is trying to do the right thing, but he believes doing the right thing is being evil, and I kind of hope that they'll set it up where in season 2 he ends up deciding that he's gonna like take Valentine down from the inside, so he's gonna like pretend to be evil, because it's obvious he doesn't want to be evil, that he'll pretend to be evil and then be like sending all of Valentine's secrets to Clary and the gang so they can help take him down, and then Jace can take him down from the inside. I think that'll be really interesting if they do that. You know, so Jace ends up going with him, and then everybody gets on this boat. Jace and Valentine get on this boat with all the new Shadowhunters, and they're sailing off somewhere. I think they're going to Idris. I can't see them going anywhere else. Like, where the fuck y'all gonna go? Like, it would be really cool to see Idris. Imagine if they like did all of season 2 in like Puerto Rico. And they're like on Idris, and it's like the super fancy, like glowy, pretty place. Like, that'd be really like hardcore. I also saw, like, for season 2, we're gonna see like the Sailey Queen, the Fairy Queen, and I was like, yo, I want to see a Fairy Queen. I want to play a Sealy. And you know what would be really interesting? If all like Sailey fairy people were like people of color. Like all like gorgeous brown people with like gorgeous glowy skin. Kind of like the same look as Leon had, but like all people of color. So like we've got like Indian people, we've got Native American people, we got black people, we got like Asian people, we got everybody up in this mix. Like, I think that would be really interesting. And Sealies are already so pretty, and like just imagine like a whole race of people of color in this show. Because even though we have Luke, who is a black man, I need a pretty black girl to save the world, okay? So hopefully for season 2 they can get some more people of my skin tone and some pretty girls trying to kick ass. So that would be really interesting and really fun for me. Because as much as I love this cast, I need somebody who looks like me, okay? I'm thirsty. I need some more. I'm just sad that it's over. Like, we're not getting more episodes until 2017. That's a long time from now. It's only March. Or is it April? No, it's April. It's April. But this has been a really fun 3 months, guys. I don't know what to do now. Like, what now? This has been, like, the highlight of my week all the time. And, like, Shadowhunters has gotten me into some amazing music. If you don't listen to Ruel, I suggest you do it. And she also sings the theme song. And the thing is, I had no idea what she said in the theme song. I would always sing, like, this is the worst. I always said worst. I didn't know it said the hunt. So when the song came out, I was like, yo! Okay, cool. So that was interesting. That was really fun. So, yeah. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm really excited for season 2. I'm just so sad that it's gonna be so long and so far away from now. Man, y'all, like, when I saw everybody talking about how the last, like, few minutes were gonna be, like, explosive and crazy, I really thought somebody was gonna die and there was gonna be a huge fight scene. But there wasn't either of those things, and I was very upset. And I was like, this is really chill. This is really chill for a season finale. And the thing is, let me see. It didn't leave me like with my jaw dropped and me like begging for more. It just the way it ended made me think there was going to be another episode next week. Like, there's nothing that made my jaw drop to the floor. Nothing made me cry. And I guess that's okay. Because I'm still interested to see what happens next, of course. I'll always be interested in seeing what happens next. But, I don't know, guys. How did you guys feel about it? Like, did it satisfy you? Like, because I'm satisfied, but, like, low-key disappointed. How do you guys feel about it? Did you guys like this episode? How do you guys feel about evil Jace? Because all of y'all were, like, ignoring me when I said Jace was going to be evil. And it turns out I was right. I told y'all niggas, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. I told y'all. Oh, and then can we also talk about how how Alex saved Clary's life? She was about to run after him when he went into the portal with Valentine, and he totally stopped her, and he grabbed her, and he held her while she cried. I was like, yes, bro TP. I want them to be friends. And I'm really surprised that, like, his Parabatai bond let Jace go, like, on his own. I thought that Parabatai runes, like, I don't know, made you feel, like, physically ill if something bad was happening to your Parabatai. Or something, I don't know. I want more information on this Parabatai rune, and I need more info. I need more answers. I need some answers. So yeah, it was really interesting. It was really fun. It's been a very fun season. I can't wait for more. There is going to be a Shadowhunters fan suite or super suite thing coming on Friday, so that'll be really interesting to watch. I think it's only like half an hour, and it comes on at either like 9:30 or 10:30. Regardless, I'm super excited for that. I really don't want to leave Shadowhunters behind. I have no idea what I'm going to do until 2017. I have no idea what type of videos I'm going to make now that Shadowhunters is over. But regardless, I hope you guys stick around and watch some more videos from me. Leave comments below if you guys know what you want me to talk about next, because I have no idea what to do now. Hey, what's up guys, it's Sher, and I totally forgot to say, they woke up Jocelyn! I don't know why I forgot to say this, as if Jocelyn hasn't been like the whole reason the show started, because Jocelyn went missing. They finally saved Jocelyn. She's awake and she's well, and she fell into Luke's arms. And I want to talk about the parallel between episode 1 and episode 13. In the first episode, Clary was knocked unconscious after she was bitten by a demon. Jace picked her up in his arms and he was like, I got you. Like, I got you. Like, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. And then when Jocelyn woke up, she fell out of that little portal thing that had her, like, laying, like, vertical or whatever. And she fell into, and he held her when she woke up, and she was looking at him, and Luke was like, I got you. And I don't know why, but it had me feeling some type of way. I was like, oh my god, they are in love, they are happy, they are going to be able to be together. I really hope they're going to be able to be together. And she just held on to him so tight, and I was like, oh my god, true love. True love in its most beautiful form. I was so happy. And I don't know why I forgot to say that. I'm editing the video right now. I actually just finished editing it, and now I have to add this in. But I just thought that was so sweet and so, like, I don't know. That was probably the best part of the entire episode. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything else, because the thing is, I tend to forget things in my reviews because I don't write anything down. Like, I see other people, when they make reviews, they hold stuff in their hands, like, with all the points that they need to talk about. I don't do that. I probably should. Maybe I'll do that for next season. Who knows? Okay. And then I also want to add, I love Luke, and I love Alpha Luke. I love him being the alpha, and I love him taking care of Clary and the gang, and I feel like he is the greatest kind of father figure to her, and also probably to the rest of the pack, because we get to see him, you know, communicate with Alec, and he's like, we have to keep an eye on Jace, even though they ended up losing him. They're like, we have to keep an eye on him, make sure he's okay, because, you know, he's kind of falling down Valentine's path, like I've been saying since episode 5, and I don't know, I like it. I love Alpha Luke, and I love just seeing him. I love seeing him with Jocelyn. Oh, that scene killed me. You already know that. And it's just, I don't know, I'm very happy with where this is going. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. It's all fun and games here. Leave a comment below. I would love to start conversations with you guys about Shadowhunters. I have no idea what I'm going to do now that it's over. I'm really thinking about it, and it's like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to do next. So, leave a comment below. Let's talk Shadowhunters, because I'm not letting this shit go. Not yet. Bye! Whoa. It fell. Let me try that again. Bye!